Hi everybody, Stefan Kesting from grapplers.com. Today, we've got a choke that I use all the time, gi, no gi, even in MMA sparring, and it's super effective, super powerful, but the best part is it's low risk. If you screw it up, you don't really lose that much. There you have 4 horse, you here, Richie? So, I call this the breaststroke choke because it's kind of this movement here. It's also called a far side arm triangle or a reverse arm triangle. I learned this both from Eric Paulson and from Marcus Suarez. They both showed me cool little details. So when the guy is here, pushing your face, this is very, very common. Half the time when you're on top in Sidemount, the guy's gonna be levering on your jawline. So you're gonna put this hand here just to keep it in place. You're not trying to push it off your head, you're just trying to keep it here. So you're gonna use a really light hand because you don't want to give him any advance warning. You're gonna take your other hand through, and this is where the breaststroke motion comes in here. There, the one-handed breaststroke. So I'm coming through, then I'm coming down here, and that's folding his arm over his face, and I'm coming under the head. So there, we'll just show it once from this angle here. We're here, I retain the elbow, I come there. Now how do I finish this? There are a couple little details. Your basic way of finishing this is palm to palm and squeezing. Now, it helps if you've got a decent squeeze, as it does for every aspect of jiu-jitsu. If you can pull, you're going to do your jiu-jitsu wonders. But it's not as simple. I can pull as hard as I want and not really finish the choke. What I'm doing there, intentionally and correctly, is squeezing down. Here, I'm squeezing Richie's arm into his body, but the choke's not happening. Another mistake I could make, instead of going straight down, is straight up. If I'm squeezing this way, it's not pleasant. I'm squeezing his forearm into, or his bicep into his face, but again, he's not choking. So what I need to do is go down 45 degrees. I need to be very, very conscious that I'm not squeezing down, I'm not squeezing up, I'm squeezing this way. Because that way I'm taking his deltoid and his bicep to some extent, and I'm driving it into his neck. Now, a couple of what ifs. You're here, sometimes this just doesn't work. This is really stupid, but it totally works. You're here, you're squeezing, like you can almost feel the guy ready to tap. You can feel his hand coming up. There's that moment where that hand comes up to squeeze or to tap, but he's just not tapping yet. This is from Eric Paulson. You reach and you pinch his nose. For some reason,
that's retarded.
It is retarded, but it works. For some reason, they're there, they're just to be able to breathe, just barely, and now you block that, and psychologically they're done. It's the last little, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. So there, your basic squeeze that works 90% of the time, the pinch, and then you can tease the hell out of the guy. A more advanced opponent will probably try and turn in. He realizes, I'm going to go loose here, but if he turns on his side and turns in towards me, then I lose a lot of the effectiveness of the choke. And he's right. So you need a really good counter for that, and here's what I use. So as he begins to turn in towards me, I realize I'm losing the choke. I release my hands, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to hook the top knee. This doesn't require as much strength as you would think, because he's turning towards you anyway. So as he's coming in, I'm going to pull it in, and then I'm going to use this to drive him back, and now I cradle him. It's like a wrestler's cradle, except I can still use that 45 degree squeeze down. Instead of going here, I'm just doing that palm to palm. So one more time, we're here, I get this, he begins to counter by rolling in towards me. Before he puts me in the guard, he's going to be trying to re-guard, of course. I grab the top leg, pull it up, drive it forward, link my hands, squeeze, and tap. The offside triangle, the breaststroke choke, the reverse arm triangle choke, it's one of my bread and butter moves. Give it a try. I really think you'll like it. And you don't lose anything. You stay on top.